Hopefully we got a live feed here, and we can do something with this. So I find myself at a disc golf course, which was a little bit confusing when I got here, but it appears to be something that's pretty built up around here. This is clearly someplace where like actual frisbee golf people come, because like it's set up to be able to handle a tournament. There's no question about it. I am going to get me a water because I'm already parched. So here you can see my handy dandy water situation here with my handy dandy beer sleeve, which is not holding beer but instead water. Anyways, so I am not 100% sure how well this is gonna go. It does look like it's live, so let's see here. Yeah, everything looks like it's live, so we should be good. Anyways, I got here and I couldn't really tell where I was supposed to start. So I think now I figured out where tee number 1 and hole number 1 was, but it wasn't really well marked, and I had to walk up this giant hill to get up. So I'm not going back. So I will not be throwing hole number 1. I'll be starting at hole number 2, and I don't know for sure how far I'll go. Well, I mean, this is going to remain to be seen here, because I don't have the same stamina I used to have. And I can't really tell if this place is supposed to be open or if it isn't supposed to be open. There's like nobody here, which really makes it weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But tee hole number 2 is right up here. And I can see where the hole is at already. So all I gotta do is try not to lose a disc and keep it between the lines, as they say. I'm gonna keep the tripod like small so that it's stable. It should still be okay as far as filming goes. It might be easier to set up that way anyway. But I'll try to keep it where you can kind of see what's going on, and hopefully I'll do a halfway decent job. Looks like this first one here, I can probably set up and get ready to throw here. I don't know how well this is all gonna go. I didn't think this out very well. But there's little spots to sit, and like little weird like concession-y stand looking things all over the place, and I don't know what's what. I'm just gonna try my best, and we'll throw a couple holes. I don't think I'll walk the whole 18, because if it's as hilly as this first hole was, I will not make it. I'll be here for 2 days. But we're gonna give it a try. I think I'm gonna sit here and finish this water first, though. Oh, that's a good idea. Wizards must drink. And then I'll go ahead and put the empty back in here, because it seems like the thing to do. And look, I can shake that up. I can shake it up all I want, because it ain't beer, it's water. This place had all sorts of signs about no drugs and no this and no that. And it's like, well, obviously, duh, it's a park. But again, like, I want to know what this is. Y'all seeing this? Like, what the heck is that? There's nobody around it. like, I don't know what that is. It looks like a little, like, it looks like a little, like, thing you could rent, maybe. I don't know. Like, maybe they rent them out for parties or something. There's lights on in it. I don't know what the heck that is, though. Like, I don't want to walk up on it because, like, I don't know if I'm not supposed to be up there or what. There's, like, chairs and stuff. But it doesn't look like it's been used. At least the way it's not recently. And then if you look around over here, there's this lean-to. It looks like it could be used for, like, some karaoke night or some shit, or an announcer to stand on. And then you, like, look around and you see up there, you see where it's, you got the little Innova hut near the big grand, like, entrance thing. I don't know what the deal is with that. And then back yonder, like way back yonder, you got like some sort of a pro shop or something, big old deck behind it, and there's like a pool table and a seating area outside. And there's a parking lot. You can see my truck is over there. I'm just unsure what this place is. So I don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. I think I'm gonna set up over here and see if I can throw. Looks like based on what I'm seeing on the ground here, it looks like the anthill issue is not unique to my place. So let's see if I can set this up. You can see the hole is like way back yonder, like behind that tree. I know you can't really see that far, but we'll set this up like right here. And I'll go grab a disc and throw. See if you can, maybe I'll set it up a little closer to like right behind the tee box. See if maybe you'll be able to see something. Hell, I don't know. Only gonna be one way to find out, right? Well, here will come like the first actual like throw of a frisbee golf course in some time. I don't know if I'm meant to like, I don't know. Here, let me have a look at what the actual hole says. There is a sign back yonder. Okay, so I mean, I think I can't tell. Hell, I don't know. I'm just gonna try it. It's a 363 foot par 3. All right, we're just gonna give it a shot. I guess may the force be with me. Can you even see me? Yeah, looks like you can see. Alright, well, here goes nothing. I'm going to try to keep it that way. I don't want to have to chase it off the cliff. Well, that went next to nowhere. That was not a heroic first throw. We're gonna have to get a little more air under it than that. Looks like my wizard's hat got a broke wing. Yeah, we surely didn't get a third of the way. We were throwing uphill though. But like, if you look over here, this looks like a damn cliff over here. Let's have a look and see what this actually looks like. Yeah, like, basically, oh, now I see where the thing path is at. But like, you throw it down there, it's just gone. I ain't going down there. Yeah, I ain't going down there. You could maybe go like a few feet down, but yeah, no, I don't think so. Looks like a bad idea. All right, well, let's see if we can get a little more distance on this here. Still didn't really go very far. This is gonna be a sad round here, I think. We'll see how this turns out. I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit down a lot too, because if there's a lot of walking, which there's gonna be, I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll see. Hopefully my phone doesn't overheat. So I think, oh, the hole is right there, so I'm not that far off. This is definitely in the rough, though. That right there, that was my best throw so far of the round. That actually went kind of where it was supposed to go. Now let's get out of the rough. The rough is a bit rough to walk in. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, this is a bit much. This is why I can't work yet. Look at this. I may make this in 4. Only be 1 over par on the second hole, but first hole. We'll that first hole being uphill like it was, yeah, I would have been at least 1 over on that one. But we ain't even gonna count that hole. We're just gonna count the holes that we actually throw on. So this is a par 3, and I have a chance at making this putt. But then I got to figure out where the heck to go next. I think it's going to be there somewhere. Now let's set up here for the putt. Did not make it. That's okay though. So that was 4. So this next shot will be for 2 over par. And I think you'll get a lot of that. Here you can see kind of like what their basket looks like. And you can see where I'm at here. But like, I don't even know where the next, I don't know. because like my truck is far away right now, and I don't even know for sure if this was the right hole. I think it was. Guy out there on a tractor behind me. I don't know what that's all about. Need to find a place to sit. I'll tell you that right now. Because like this is I wish there was a place closer to me. Because to drive all the way out here and then not be able to really even hang, I don't know. Like, what is this? I think this is the tee box over here. And then throwing to up there, maybe? Throwing from down there up to there? What's over here? Nothing. That's 3. It is. Okay, okay. So that's the tee box down there then. Is that a giant rabbit? It is. Boing! That was my rabbit noise, by the way. It was boing. I don't know about this, man. Oh, is that a bench? I think it's a bench. It's a really crappy bench. Back in the wood. Look at this. There's the actual sign. Out of bounds left and beyond out of bounds stakes right and beyond. So I got to get somewhere up in there near that flag. This is turning out to be not terribly marked. Here's this really rickety bench over here. That right there, that's where Fat Albert's at. It didn't go well for him. Let me see if maybe I can set this here and sit down just for a minute, because I'm going to need to sit as often as I can, quite literally, because if I don't, I ain't going to make it. I'd like to do this, but I'm going to be real discreet about it. I hear a dog. Big truck. Must be a road right there. Somewheres. I don't know. Well, there's only one way to do this, though. Like, I've got to do it. I got to get out here and try. Because if I don't, I'm just not. I didn't even notice that I walked. Do what? I walked all the way past that big gate thing. Didn't even realize it. Huh. Well. The thing about this is, it looks. If I can patch this anymore. I need any more of this. I'll probably put this away, frankly. That's not what I want. Yeah, no, it is what I want that. Are my keys in there? I really hope so. Oh yeah, they are. Where did I put my wallet? Oh, my wallet's in my pocket. Why is my wallet in my pocket? I don't need that. That can be in there too. Alright. Let's go. Y'all ready for this? One person watching. I wonder if it's... Oh, it's Fern. Hi, Fern. I knew you'd be watching. Thank you. Oh, look at this. I don't know if this is what this is for. But it's what it's going to get used for. See, check that out. Huh? Huh? That's what I'm talking about. And give me a disc. Okay, Nate. That was my bag talking. Let's see here. I'll probably set this up back here. I don't know what it's going to be able to see, but hopefully it'll be able to see something, right? Alright. I'm just going to scope this out a little bit here. So it looks like I want to say straight, kind of. I don't know. This is where I could lose a disc right here. I'll tell you this, I'm also pretty warm. I may have to take the shirt off for a while. Really, that was actually pretty good. It stayed on the course, stayed relatively true. Hey, thanks. I can even see you chat. I wonder if I can even chat. I wonder if I can even type. Let's see, how would I do it? Oh, wow. Figured out how to turn the camera around. That's cool. Hey. I don't know how to chat, though. I don't know how to say anything. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to say anything, though. That's okay. I don't really care. We're gonna, I think we're gonna turn this camera around, though. I think that's gonna be the better way to do it, because I think you're gonna get a better view like that. What do you think? Do you get a better view like that? Or like that. That's easier for me because I can see me when I turn the camera around. The other way I can't see me. I think I'll use it. Yeah, no, I am using my voice. I am going to use my voice. Let's go on up here to this disc though, although it's nice in the shade. Oh, it's heavy. What's happening? Oh, it was on there, that's why. So at least I know though that it is broadcasting, right? This is super hilly everywhere. I'm going to have to take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes on each hole. This could be like a 7-hour trip. My truck is like 2 years away right now. But I think the course like doubles back on itself. I think it's compact. And I think this course also said it was set up in such a way where you're able to kind of like curl back and make it into a 9-hole course. So instead of doing 18, I might be able to just do 9. But anyway, so here's a perfect example. I'll show you the next hole. It's way up there on the hill. Can you see it better like that? Or like that? And I can't really tell. I feel like it's going to be fine like this. That's what I think. It's going to have to be set up like way back here anyway. And then like, I don't know what you're going to be able to see. I know I don't want to get in that grass to the left though, I'll tell you that. I want to stay on the green, so I ain't going in that grass to find it. Perfect. And I was scared, so I took off of that throw for sure. Yeah, because I don't want to get in the yuckies. Because, I mean, look how thick that yuckies is. Here, well, this is an example of it right here. Like, you get in there, that actually doesn't look as bad up close. But it ain't going to be fun to find a disc in there. If you have to. Like, look at the yucky over here. That's the yucky I was scared of right there. Like, that's up to my chest, man. Oh, and this is an uphill walk, too. Like, I'm dying. This was a par 3 again. And this was my second throw. And I got to get to that hole up there. And this, I'm supposed to make this right now. Like, this is supposed to be my par throw. This should be my putt. Be lucky to even get there. Yeah, I'm probably not even within putting range. I wonder if I can get away with taking the shirt off for a while here. I think I'm going to. I didn't see any rules against taking your shirt off. You get a little sun. All right, here we go. Now walk on up here. Oh, why is every walk has to be uphill? And it's like a lot of uphill. Where's 4? 4 back there, I think. Okay. Where's the tee box gonna be? Some weird spot. Oh, that looks like an out of bounds kind of thing. Well, that's good. That means I don't have to go up there. Well, there's the tee box. There's the next tee box right there. And there's a bench. Woo! That's all I needed. All right. You know what this is going to be? So this was my third throw. what's going to happen here is I'm going to throw and I'm going to lay up. I'm just going to use a disc. I'll use the Warrior for the first time today. And we'll just lay up, because if I try to throw past or try to hit it, I'm going to go in the shit back yonder. I'd much rather just go nice and short. That's absolutely fine. You know, actually I can just go up there and make it and walk back to you. All right. Nothing but chain. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I drove out to some frisbee golf course out in, like, I don't know where the hell this place is at. It's out like near Hickory, past Hickory, like 231 something. It's an interesting thing here they've got going. I'll give them that. First hole was really confusing. I walked up this giant hill to confirm that I was right about where the hole was, but then I was like, well, I'm not walking all the way back down that to try and throw this hole, because that would be ludicrous. And in the meantime, every hole I get to, I gotta sit, because I got no stamina at fucking all. This is killing my ass, my knees, my calves, my quads, everything. My whole lower body is screaming right now. And I found Bigfoot. Oh, damn it. I got it now. Yeah, I unmuted it now. Yeah. It's right next to the scroll button to try and see what people are saying is kind of funny. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. So anyway, I think the basket here on this one is, here's the tee box, right? I think the basket is way up yonder. You see, like right there is a, it's like a doorway to a gate to a medieval structure, except it's just like this weird fucking thing they built in the middle of nowhere for no reason. I don't understand it, but it looks like you got to throw through it. So that ought to be fun. And like over there by Bigfoot, that's out of bounds. Plus it's like really big shit. And there's like big weeds over there. So you just got to keep the disc. As long as you keep the disc on the green, it's a pretty well maintained course by the looks of things. So anyway, with that said, let's give this a try. Here, I think I can set up on the brick up here. Maybe get a good look. Let me go around backside here and see what that looks like. Yeah, you ought to be able to see where I land anyway. Let's check it out. May the force be with me. All right, got to stay on the green. Stay on the green. That's the big thing. I stayed on the green. Wasn't a very good throw, but that's because I lost my balance. If you couldn't see that, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny, actually. Not gonna lie. Let me turn this back around here. There we go. All right, yeah, that was actually kind of funny. I lost my balance hardcore. But oh, I didn't look. Is there a? I don't think there's a damn sign. So I don't know. We'll just call this a par 3, I guess. Everything else has been a par 3, so. On hole 2, I was a 5, so I was 2 over. On hole 3, I was also a 5, so I was 2 over. So after 2 holes, I am 4 over par. And if this is a 3, I mean, it wouldn't have been a 2. So if it's a 3, I got a chance at this one. This one I might be able to make, I think. Well, here we go. Alright, I think I'll just go ahead and throw the driver again, because it ain't like I've been throwing very far. I gotta get through the door. I did not get through the door. I should be able to find it though. I threw it in the shit. Wasn't what I was supposed to do. I really wanted to make it through that door too. That's really unfortunate. Like, I think I was too focused on it. Hopefully this won't be too hard to find though. I'll be on the outside of the trespassing zone, so that's a plus. All right, here we go. There it is. So easy. Okay, now we'll set up out here so you can see where the hole is. And let's see. Now if I can get all frisbee golf the way I've always played it is if I can get my foot to the spot, as long as 1 foot is where your disc was, that's good enough. So this is technically shot number 3. Oh, that was actually a really good shot. I went for it, obviously. But I did not make it. It was close though. Man, there's a lot of bees over there. Look what we got over here. I'm guessing that's like when they're doing the disc golf invitational here. I'm guessing that's like they set up there probably like for a little beverage shop maybe. Tell you what, that flag, that's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. I almost want to take a picture of that. Yeah, I can always cut it from my stream. Not a bad idea. Maybe I'll cut a little snippet out of this, send it to this place's website and be like, if you want to have a flag, you got to do better than that. Otherwise, you don't deserve a flag. Hoorah, if you will. 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah. So this is 4. This is for 1 over. Okay. So that was hole number 3. Well, for me, it's 1, 2, 3. So it was 4, hole 4. So 2, 3, and 4. 2 over, 2 over, 1 over. So I'm 5 over after 3 holes on hole number 4. Now the question is, where's the next hole? So that was 3. Now where the hell is 4? Wait, hold on. 2, 3, and 4. I'm looking for hole 5. I have no idea where to go. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea where to go. There's a really weird sketch red door over there, though. Wonder what's behind red door. Like, I don't know. That's a meth lab right there, if I ever seen one. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. So where am I at here? So so far that's a 4-hole course, and I don't have any idea where else to go. And that way we were roped in here, so there wasn't really anything else we could have done that I'm aware of. Okay, so mayhap across the parking lot, I guess. I will say this. I'm back close to my truck right now. That's not a terrible thing. I could find out if this pro shop is open. Like, it almost... Uh-oh, Matt sent me something. What's fixed? That is a spooky building. I'm glad whatever was broken is fixed. I'm only half looking at the actual stream itself, obviously. I'm trying to figure out where the heck to go. I see a flag over there. It's in a little better shape. Oh, I see another disc golf flag up there too. So there must be something else up there. But I'm wondering if there's not like a sandwich shop or something in this fucking disc golf place. Because there's like places to sit and stuff out there. Like, it almost looks like a little restaurant of sorts. I mean, look at this thing. It's like a pavilion. And there's a big waving bear near one of the doors. But all those doors are like all blocked off, but there's like seating around back. There's seating out to the side there. I don't know what the heck is going on. Nor do I know where I'm supposed to go right now. Because, like, that's an effort if I'm climbing that. Like, that's where I came from, so it would stand to reason that it would be somewhere over here. Sorry, don't mind me while I use my tripod to scratch myself. Okay, so there's a big old hole up there. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna walk up here by this flag. See what's up here. But holy cow, is this an effort though. Oh, what's that say up there? That's 9. That says 9. I think. What the fuck is going on here? I don't know. I think I gotta go that way. Better be a sit-down place up here somewhere soon, man. Holy shit balls. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is where you're gonna bury me. That's it. Well, I made it up, kinda. Okay. So there's somewhat of a walking. Oh no, what's that? Get off of me, you. Where'd he go? A spider just crawled across my glasses. And then I took my glasses off and he was gone. He's probably hanging on the old wizard's hat. By wearing a wizard's hat, you basically allow critters to be transported on your hat, Radagast style. That's just part of being a wizard. It's okay. What the fuck? I don't have any idea where I'm going here at all. Like, I'm kind of just walking around willy-nilly, hoping to find something. I still think that spider's hanging around me. He's probably trying to eat my ear off right now. Probably in my beard hanging out. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. What's over there? Is that a bench? That's a bench. I'm going for it. Oh, thank goodness. It's in the shade even. Oh my goodness. I needed that. I needed that. I needed that. I needed that. Huh. And there's a tee box right here. Wonder if there was a quicker way to get around this. Oh. Holy shit, dude. Oh my goodness. Alright, so here we are. So right over there's a tee box. I can't see a basket up there. Now I see it. It's straight back yonder. Yeah, this is I have no idea, to be honest. I don't even know if that's the right basket. That hole up there says 8. Well, I don't know where the hell 5, 6, and 7 went. I did 1, 2. Well, I didn't do 1, but I made a fair guesstimate as to where 1 was. So, but I had walked up the hill already. I wasn't about to walk back down. But yeah, it does. But there's also a pro disc golf shop down in there. Like it was advertised on their site. And when I first walked up, I walked around back of the deck on that thing, and there was a couple sitting out there having lunch. The guy I later seen on the tractor, so they obviously work here. But he was like, "Well, can I help you with something?" I'm like, "Yeah, is this a public place or like what the hell's going on here? It's like no direction at all." He's like, "Well, you can go. There's a gift shop around the corner. You can go in there." And I went around the corner, and there's a sign on the door in the gift shop says, "Went to the hardware store. Be back later." Okay, guess can't go in there then. So I just wandered off, and then I found this like bucket in the fucking ground with a flag in it that said 1, and then there was like kind of a what looked like a tee box, but I couldn't really tell where I was supposed to be throwing at. Well, so then I started walking up this giant hill with the top of the giant hill, there's a hole, a basket, if you will. So then I figured, okay, well, that was the first one. Then I figured out where the second tee box was. So then I played 2, 3, and 4. And then right now, I don't know what hole I'm on right now. Oh, wait. What do I see over there? That says 7. I was just there, right? I thought that was 4. Let's see what I'm on here. And I went all the way around through that parking lot. I could have come right up here. Are you shitting me? Wow. And this is hole 5. Huh. Well, I'm in the right place. That's funny. But right there, hole 5. Par 3, 240 feet. Straight up there, it's the hole I was looking at is the right one. And I could have, instead of going all the way around there, I didn't even bother to look up past the hole and realize you can walk straight up here. All right, well, you know what I just did to that boss fight? I learned the fuck out of it. Let me go get my frisbees here. I'll leave you parked for a minute. Ah, can't reach it. Okay, basically, I'm gonna throw for that yellow up there. I ain't gonna get nearly that far though. I'll tell you what, that was one of my better throws. That actually looked like I knew what I was doing a little bit. Just a little bit though. I mean, let's not get excited here. So just to remember, just to go back though, we're 2 over, 2 over, 1 over. And right now we're on throw number 1 of a par 3, hole 5. And I didn't throw hole 1. If I have stamina left, maybe I'll go back and throw hole 1 at the end and walk up that hill one more time and see if I can get a score on the whole thing. I think I'm only going to do the 9 holes. I don't think I got 18 in me. I think 9 holes, which is actually still kind of close to my truck by the looks of things, is going to be ideal. I'm going to use this to scratch my back real quick, sorry. Oh, multi-tool. That felt good. All right, this looks like an Optimus. This looks like an Octopus Prime throw right here. I don't think that was too awful bad. A little too far to the left, but I think it might be something I can think about maybe putting. Oh, walking uphill again. My goodness. Yeah, 18 holes, my ass. If I make the 9, I'll be doing good. Oh, this is definitely puttable. Look at this. I may make a par on this one. Oh, so close, yet so far away. My fucking legs are wrecked, dude. They're wrecked. I got a recommendation for you. Don't let yourself get to where you need heart surgery. You will regret it. Alright, so I don't know exactly where to go, but it stands to reason that it would be over here. And I think there's a bench, so I think this is the road that I came in on. Yeah, this is, I think, where it, yeah, this is just past where it told me that this wasn't a something public. So it made me first think it was private. I still don't even know if, like, if I'm supposed to be here or not. Like, I ain't sure. Holy shit, man. You know what it's time for? Another water. Because, like, mosquitoes are not doing me any favors either. Tearing my legs up a little bit. So I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to throw next. Let's have a look around. I'm guessing probably. So there's this yellow brick road here. If you follow the yellow brick road, way out there in the distance, there's a flag, and I'm gonna guess that's hole 6. That's just a guess, but I don't know. Hey, we're pushing what, about an hour's worth of streaming. If I can make it 9 holes, I'll feel real accomplished, Fern, to be honest. If I can make it to 9 holes, I'll feel pretty darn accomplished. Like, honestly, when I first got here and I got confused, I almost left. But then I decided to walk up that first hill, and when I got up it, the ground looked a little flatter, and the whole thing looks like the 9 holes kind of circles around this little area. And if that's the case, I can do this course. I can do the 9 holes. Like that first hole, now that I know where it's at, I can do that. And then 2, 3, 4, and 5 have just been like relatively normal frisbee golf holes, you know, nothing crazy. Skeeters are definitely getting me, but I mean I can live with that. Like, that ain't the end of the world. I'll be getting these ridiculous giant sock tan lines with these boots, but I'll be honest, these boot shoes, those motherflowers are probably what you want for out in this kind of shit, to be honest. You know, those are probably good. Although these are actually starting to wear out too. The toes are starting to come apart a little bit. One of these days, I'm gonna start looking like a vagabond pretty soon, man. Yeah, need new shoes, need new everything, and more money. Nine holes for Nate's rent. Look at that! Look at that flag again, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. That's a disgrace. Do better. Do better. Be proud. Do better. That's a disgrace. It's 2 flag disgraces out here today. 2. 2 with purple nails. 4. No, 5. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we're over an hour of streaming right now. It's not too awful bad, man. Wonder what kind of battery I got left. It hasn't overheated yet and stopped, so I have a couple times. We're not just going to have a water here. I'm going to have a snack because I need it, that's why. And not a Scooby snack either. It's going to be an actual Pop-Tart. And don't you worry, I will not be throwing this wrapper down. He'll be staying right there with me. I throw down with wrappers. I don't throw wrappers down. That was stupid. Okay. But Pop-Tart, look. Pop-Tart, frosting side down. No. Charlie approved. Mm-hmm. Thank you for telling me to bring snacks, Fern. That was smart. I'm at hole 6, and I'll have finished 2 of my Pop-Tarts. I have 2 left. I'll have finished 2 of my waters. I have 1 left. And I had a water on the way here, too. There's power lines. This is a downhill throw. I might get some air in this one. Maybe I'll set up like up here and let you see, like, I'll set it up like down here where you can like see the hole out there. Yeah. I got Pop-Tart to eat and the water to finish though first. So, posture check. Yeah, where's old Flexi Nate? Yeah, he doesn't exist anymore. One day he'll be back. He still lives in there. He's just coming back in wizard form. Uh-oh. Hey, look, I found the sign. This is a par 4. Look out. Okay, hold on now. Road and beyond left is out of bounds. So it looks like according to this, out of bounds is the road and beyond left. Power lines are part of the course. OB sand trap. Okay, I don't know where sand trap is, but I think this is the road, right? So, am I trying to throw across the road, or am I trying to throw down here? I think I'm trying to throw down here. Like towards that, yeah. That's exactly what I think I'm trying to do. I think I'm trying to stay down here. Huh. Okay. And the road is out of bounds. Huh. I don't know what's up here. This is my learning course. Hey, I'm only, what was that? 2 over, 2 over, 1 over. That's 2, 3, 4. And then what was I? 1 over. So 2 and 3 I was 2 over. 4 I was 1 over. 5 I was 1 over. So that's 2, 4, 5. So I'm 6 over on 5 holes. On 4 holes. 6 over on 4 holes. That's okay. Almost done with my water. Oh, where's the cap? Oh, there it is. There it is. Nothing left behind. Never. Damn it. It's getting a little breezy out right now. But the sun is still high, so it's not like I'm running out of time. Such a disgrace. I think this will be a fun upload too for YouTube. Mm-hmm. Very important. I'll probably eat the other 2 on the way home. Pop-Tart was a good choice. It's a little bit of sugar for some energy. I need a little energy. Wish I could have brought steak. Give me some damn protein. If that pro shop's open for food. I don't think it is, but I will be checking. Because he who doesn't check doesn't know. All right. I'm going to throw. So I think I'm going to keep it between the lines here. And we're going to go downhill. Well, let's see what we can do. I don't know. Again, I don't know where the hole's at, so I'm just going to try to stay not in the trees. Well, I'm directly on the road, so I think that's supposed to be out of bounds. So I don't know how that works, but it's what I did. So I didn't mean to be on the road. Thankfully, there hasn't been any cars, so technically I think that's out of bounds. And so it would cost me a penalty stroke, I think. That's how that would be. That's how that would work. So that's what we'll count it as. We'll just count it as a one-stroke penalty. So it says 2 throws, basically. And I think this feels weird. I'm walking on the road. Don't get trucked while on the road. Here, just set your stuff off on the other side. That seems fair. Oh no! Don't worry, it wasn't that bad. I think the hole's down there, I think. This feels like a Pinktimus spot. So we're just going to give Pinktimus a chuck down yonder and hope for the best. Well, that's on the wrong side of the hill, or the wrong side of the road completely. So that would technically be 2 more throws. So there's your 4 already. I mean, I don't even know how I should have played that, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, maybe I just don't worry about the out of bounds thing. I mean, I ain't in the damn tournaments. So that was technically my second throw, and let's just go with that, because to heck with the rest of that noise. So I don't see a basket over here, though. Like, I see maybe a tee box. But I don't see a basket anywhere. I see a bench. And that's hole 9 up there. Well, I've definitely done something wrong. Well, this is 8. So where's the... Where's 6? And how is it a par 4? What the hell? Let's just walk over here and see what's going on. Because I don't even see a... Surely to God it's not down the hill. Like, it ain't going to be down there. I ain't even going down there even if it is. No. Huh. Well, I don't know what the hell to do now. And there's like a tee box here. And somebody on a golf cart up there. And like, what's this? I am all kind of confused. I have no idea. I have no idea. None. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go get my disc, and I guess I'm gonna walk up the hill over there to the left and see. I mean, there's no hole here. I don't see this mythical sand trap they talked about. And the best thing I can think is maybe the hole was up on top of the hill. So I'm going to throw Pinctimus up the hill. How's that sound? Here we go. You ready? Here it comes. I'm going to throw him up the hill. And I'll chase him up there and see what's up there. There we go. He's up the hill. That means I got to go up the hill, which is going to be a bit of an undertaking. Well, there's a green up here, looks like. But like, yeah. The only thing that's here is this bucket in the ground with the number 9 on it. And I don't see any other baskets up here. I mean, I ain't throwing for a basket. It's got a bunch of bugs in there. So the only thing I can think is that right down there is the last hole, I guess. Last hole I can find anyway. Like, if there's more, I don't know where the hell it's at. I have no idea. No idea. There's no baskets up here. The only one was the one in the trees back yonder. Maybe this place isn't supposed to be open yet. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna throw at that basket, and that'll be, call that hole 6, I guess. So I'll have thrown 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And like, I don't know, I guess that's it. Yeah. I don't know. I got nothing else. Damn bugs. Alright, so this is the hole up here, right? That wasn't a question. That was an actual statement. So I'm going to set this up here so that maybe y'all will be able to see the disc fly over it. Will it be better up here maybe? I think you can see. I'm gonna throw over you. Instead of over, it was more like around, but the disc landed really, really nicely right next to the hole. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. This would technically be 5 throws. And if I knew that I was throwing at this to begin with, I probably could have done this one in one less. I didn't know what I was throwing at this because I thought there was more holes, which there doesn't appear to be. Or at least if there are, I don't know where the hell they're at. Huh. There's a sign down there that says 7. I don't know what the hell this is. I got nothing. I'll say this, I'll try another course next time. Because this has been disorganization at its finest. I think I want it this way. All right, so I think that is gonna, well, let's walk back to the truck and all, but I think that's gonna end it. Good thing is the truck is right here. So like, I've survived. I still don't know what the hell is going on though. Like, I don't know if I did that right or wrong, or I know this. I walked a lot. Like, a lot. And I think I'll go down here to my truck, put away some of my stuff, and then I'll turn off the stream and I'll walk down and see if that pro shop is well, maybe I'll just leave the stream on. Walk up there. I don't see no streaming signs, no video signs or anything like that. It's not like a national security thing. So we'll see what's going on here. I probably could have used that as another hole, but there's cars, and if I throw and bust somebody's window, you know, I don't think that would make somebody's day. Sure as hell wouldn't make mine. Next thing you know, I'm being held at gunpoint here in some backwoods fucking shit to pay for somebody's window. Obviously, that was the worst case hypothetical possible scenario that you could think of. We'll put this towards the front seat because we are going to need that water. And grab this, put it in the front seat as well. Not that though. There we go. And close this up. Get my shirt. I'll probably need that, you know. What else do I need? Probably get the Pop-Tarts out. Let's get this off of the tripod here. That in there. Put my shirt back on. Seems like the civilized thing to do if you're gonna go in something. I think I'm actually gonna drop the shades too, so I look like a stand-up citizen. All right. At the very least. Okay, keys, pocket, wallet, pocket, doors, lock it. All right. Now let's walk up here and see what the hell's going on up here in the mystery world. See if this is a place or what the hell this is. Gonna give you a kind of look as I walk up. Get this weird ass like outside pool table. That's actually got pool balls in it. And you got this. That's obviously a scoreboard for like tournament style. But like this is a pool table. Like with balls. I mean, it's not even terribly torn up, but like this, there's a light on, kind of, right? And I don't know if I'm supposed to go in there or not. I'm gonna open the door. I'm scared. Hello.
They made me a cake. So.
Your birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, when
We pushed it to Thursday. We were going to go to the Angus Steakhouse.
On Thursday?
And on Thursday, that's when everybody, like my family, my aunts and uncles are going to go.
Well, I'm going to be in Florida.
Huh?
I'm going to be in Florida.
I know. When you leave and go there, I thought that was next week.
I'm going to leave tomorrow, Wednesday. I don't know.
When you come back.
So we'll do your birthday when I come back.
Sounds good.
Take me to East
Hey there.
How you doing?
Yeah, I can help you.
Is this place open to the public?
Yeah.
Okay. There's been nobody around, so I've been kind of like
During the
hesitant.
week. Yeah, during the week it's fine. I mean, it's usually dead. The weekends we're pretty busy, but yeah, we do. We have live music on the weekends, and sometimes I get some disc golfers. I've had a few disc golfers shop today. And
We have beer
Yeah?
to sell too.
yeah, we sell beer, we sell wine.
Yeah, I see that. Like,
But yeah, we used to do a lot of disc golf.
yeah.
Now we're transitioning over to the foot golf. I mean, I'm still going to keep these 6 holes that I got here because I got somewhat of a pro shop. I'm getting ready to start stocking it back up. And usually what I do, people come in, buy a disc, I just let them go and throw these 6
Yeah.
to kind of test it out or whatever.
Got you. I got you.
So-
Well, I will admit that I just went out there and threw the 6 holes.
Yeah.
Or I think. Well, technically, I wasn't able to like figure out the first one, so I walked up the hill and I just got back. I just got done with double open heart surgery, so I don't
Oh,
have
wow.
I don't have the stamina that I once had. So once I walked up that first hill, I thought I'm not walking back down to rethrow that. So I just started at hole 2, and I was able to figure out my way around. And I think I got to the sixth hole is that one that's on the tall one right yonder. Yeah. Okay. So then I done figured out what you had then. So then, do you normally charge to throw around here?
No. Now I do for the foot golf. Now I used to have an 18-hole course.
Right.
All the way back through the woods, but we used to do a lot of tournaments. We probably did about 40, 50 PDGA events over the last 7, 8 years.
I looked at your website, and that was why I came out here. And I saw a bunch of stuff, and when I got out here, it didn't look like what I was expecting.
Right.
So, I mean, I will say, though, that what you have here, very well maintained.
Yeah, well, it's easier for us to do that.
Yep, the inbounds and the out of bounds, everything was relatively clear. I mean... so when you say the foot golf, what is that? What those baskets are for?
No,
or not the baskets, but the holes in the ground?
Yeah.
What is that about? I've never heard of that.
It's the same thing. It's just like disc golf, except you got a soccer ball that you kick from. You saw the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
The red, white, and blue stakes out there. That's where you kick. You place it there, and you kick it, and you try to get it in the hole in the least amount of strokes you can. Same with disc golf.
Really?
Yeah, it's just kicking.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
So we do that. We're more of an event space. We do live music on Wednesdays from 8 to 11. That's open to the public. And then...
On Wednesdays, you said?
Yeah, Wednesdays, 8 to 11. Yeah.
8 to 11.
We do like a jam night, so we get a good mix of musicians each week. But
no shit. Where do you set? You just set them up like...
Well, a lot of times we'll set up... Wintertime, we set up in here. Mm-hmm. Then we set up on the patio out there.
Out on the patio. Okay. Yeah. This is an interesting little find here.
Yeah,
I just moved here from Chicagoland.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I moved here in September. Got here, got a job. First thing that happened, 2 weeks into my job, I had a seizure on the job. Passed out, was ambulanced. I was a healthy man. I worked concrete my whole life. Yeah. You know, and I worked for a short time in a hospital, ironically. But you know, I had moved here. Long story short, I got divorced. My wife decided she didn't love me. I'd been married 23 years. My best friend died. A bunch of shit happened. I needed to change. Got a couple friends lived out here. Figured I'd try this. Come down here. First thing, my health falls apart. So after the seizure, January 31st, all of a sudden, like I'm laying in my bed and where I'm living right now, and I have a heart attack. At least I think. Make that story nice and short. I didn't have a heart attack. What happened is my aortic artery, from inside of my heart, all the way up through my head, down to my waist, was coming apart. Yeah, they had to cut me. They cut me from here all the way to here in half, spread me open, and cut a hole in my crotch, went down in my leg and got a bunch of veins, brought them up and put my artery back together from inside of my heart.
That's amazing what they can do.
That happened. I mean, that happened in January, and here it is. What are we? Beginning of June, and I'm out here throwing frisbees. It's crazy. I tell you what, man. Walking up some of them hills was about nuts. So, but hey, listen. Let me ask you this: do you guys take cards?
Yeah, credit cards. Yeah.
Okay. Can I do lunch?
Well, I'm getting ready to leave.
Are you?
Yeah, because it's my birthday today, and my daughter's cooking. Making me.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It depends on what you want. And I can basically right now I can do like burgers and dogs, stuff like that.
If I could do a quick burger and maybe a beer, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I can do that.
I mean, why not, right? All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have a seat. So if you for the record, right now, what I've been doing here is I've had I stream on Twitch quite frequently. So I've had a live stream going, and I've kind of live streamed what I've been doing up here. And so what I plan to do is post this. Eventually, this will get posted to my YouTube. And I'll mention this place if it's okay with you. I mean, I don't have like a shitload of followers or anything like that. I'm kind of a small guy, but you know, I'll throw a mention on it. You know, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, we've been here 9 years. I mean, mainly what we do is events. We do weddings, corporate events.
That's exactly what a friend of mine said. This looked like something that somebody would rent out for a wedding.
Yeah, because it's all private land.
Right.
Everything you saw coming in used to be my family settled here in the late 1800s. Had a huge farm, and then over the years they sold it off. They actually built a golf course here in the 70s. Then they sold that in the 80s, and then the people that bought it from my family put it back up for sale about 2012, 2013. It sat here for through 2015, unemployment was really bad. The economy was shitty here,
Oh yeah.
and about 17% unemployment in this county. So, yeah, we just made a ridiculous offer on it, and they took it. So
No
me
kidding.
and my dad got the building and about a little over 30 acres total.
Wow.
So my cousin was a disc golfer. That's where we got that idea. And then a friend of mine, my cousin had mentioned foot golf. So I called a buddy of mine down in the Charleston area, the head pro down there, and they did it. And he was telling me that they made enough to, to buy a few new mowers every year.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I was like, well, we don't have an existing golf course anymore, but we're doing, like foot golf, disc golf,
Right, right.
stuff like that. So,
Well, I'll say this: if you maintain that 6-hole disc golf course, I'll come out. I live near Statesville,
okay.
so I'll definitely come out here all summer long.
It'll stay maintained. Don't worry about that.
So,
matter of fact, we're probably going to go to where I'm going to have 3 different tee markers for each basket. So every time you make a loop, you're going to be throwing from a completely different spot, so it changes up the hole.
right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's the main.
That's-
Or I may do, if you're if you're people that really get into disc golf, what I wanted to do was match up the foot golf holes with the disc golf holes.
Right.
So the basket is actually the flag
Right.
for the hole, because there's a place in Colorado called River Run.
Yeah, it would be then you're
We'll do
basically
that.
you're doubling it up. That's when I first got out here. That's actually what I thought. That's what I
See,
thought I
we
was going to be
thought
looking
about-
at.
We thought about doing that, but I've got to get some length for my disc golfers. I got to have some length,
Right.
because some of these holes are a little too short. But for beginners,
Right. No,
it'd be
it's
fun.
so for me right now. Like I said, based on the fact that I'm just rebuilding my stamina after double heart surgery,
Yeah.
it's actually kind of perfect for me.
Yeah.
The holes were, because of the hilliness of the terrain, it was a little bit much for me actually.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
it's,
but that's good for me.
That'll
That's
get your heart back in shape.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I need to do. So that's quite literally a win.
Yeah.
And this is a really nice little building, nice little bar.
Yeah, we put.
I mean,
we've done a little bit to it over the last. Well, we've done a lot to it over the last 9 years, but we're trying to do just kind of pay for it as it goes, or do things as we get the money coming in. But we've had people offer to come in and buy it and do different things with it. But it was old family land, so it was my dad. It was kind of special to him
Yeah.
to be able to get it back, because he grew
Absolutely.
up out here on this property,
right, absolutely.
and his grandfather died actually just right outside that door.
No kidding.
On a tractor. Yeah, he was running water from the house that's up there at the gate. That's my great aunt. She's 97.
No kidding.
Yeah. So
Wow.
he was running a water line to this building, and I think he had a heart attack while he was on the tractor or something, or rolled over or something on him. It was actually my great grandfather. It's my dad's grandpa,
Right.
but my dad was like 7 years old when that happened, so that's like 1960 when that happened.
Wow. No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
See, this little room right here used to be they used to store muscadine wine in here.
Really?
The guy that oversaw the farm.
Uh-huh.
It was a 3-story house right out there.
Yep.
It burned down. This was a storage place. And then the reason we call it the Stump is because that was where the original door was for that building before the golf course was here.
No kidding.
None of this was here. It was just that little room there.
Really?
So when my dad got in high school, it was a poker house for about 7 years for all the local farmers.
Uh-huh.
And then when my dad went to high school in '67, he came down here, and it had been vacant for a while. And a big tree had grown up right in front of the door, so they cut the tree down and used the stump as the step.
No
to get up
kidding.
in it. So that's where it got the name the Stump. And it's been that name for 40 years. There was
No kidding.
My dad threw really big hella parties out here back in the day, and everybody in this community knows it as the Stump. So all the old, that generation, that 1970s.
All right. So I'm just going to nickname this place the Stump then for myself personally. I'll just.
Well, that's what our
I'm gonna
Facebook page is.
Yeah, is it? I have to. I wonder if it's different because when I looked it up, I found this place obviously.
Well, the Stump is the event center, or this place.
Right.
We used to be called. Like we had 3 names because we pieced all this together
What the heck
separately.
was it called? What did I find
You
it
got the
is?
Bear Disc Golf Course,
I
and then you've got Mountain View Foot Golf.
think that's what it was.
Yeah, so we were trying to find a name that encompassed all of those.
I think it was Foothill Disc Golf. Is
There
what
was
I think it was
that
called.
was the original name.
Yep, I think that's what when I looked it up, I think that's what Google found is Foothill Golf Course, and that's what I actually GPS to, and when I was coming back in here, when I got to the sign, what said this is private property and it said no longer state what maintained, I thought, That's why when I came up, like I parked and I was real tentative, and I ended up walking up around back, and I run into a couple people back yonder, and they kind of looked at me like, "Can we help you?" And so I said, I'm not trying to trespass here. If I'm not supposed to be here, just tell me, I'll leave.
Where was this?
Right around back. They were super polite.
Okay.
They say, can we help you? And I told them what was going on, and they said, yeah, well, you can go around. There's a pro shop over here.
Yeah.
When I went around though, the sign on the door,
I was going to the hardware store.
it said gone to the hardware store, so I didn't come in. So I went out and through the course, and then just now that sign was still up there. But I thought, you know what? I'm just going to risk it and go in and see what happens.
Yeah, sometimes I leave that up. I meant to take it down. You want cheese on that?
No, it's good just like that, man. Just a burger and a beer. It sounds great to
So
me.
do you want any fixings? Like I think I've got lettuce, tomato, onions.
Some lettuce, tomato would be great.
Okay.
And what do you got for beers in there?
We got. Let's see here.
Well, Coors Light looks fine to me.
And I got my Miller High Line.
Coors Light sounds great to me.
Good.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. So, yes, I've been in the ATM business for about 25 years. That's my main gig.
In the ATM business, you said?
Yeah.
Really?
And then me and my dad got this place at a really good deal. And so now we've been trying to grow this business. And mainly we just wanted it to pay for itself and pay the property taxes. But we just started adding a little bit more, and now it's becoming more consistent, and we're doing more business. And, we try to keep it. We don't serve liquor. We just got beer and wine.
No.
So it's more of a, we do a lot of, like I said, corporate outings. We do any kind of like family reunion, class reunions, weddings, baby showers, birthday parties.
So there was, I think when I come up the hill off of hole number 1, right there at hole number 2, there's a little building right there with a little deck off the back. What's that for?
That was just for, I'd gotten that place at like a Sheds Direct. It was on foreclosure.
Mm-hmm.
So they repossessed it.
Yeah.
So I went in before the price of wood went up. I went in there and bought it for like $3,800, and then we finished the inside. It's got a little futon in it. It's mainly just a place for me, like when we do big functions and I'm out here late at night and I don't want to drive home.
Oh yeah.
I just go up there and crash.
Well, that's brilliant, man.
And
That's brilliant.
And then some of my disc golfers will come out and they just want to camp, so I charge about like $35 a night and let them just stay in there and they can play disc golf and foot golf. They'll come from out of state or whatever.
No kidding.
Just kind of camp. It's got a big deck on the back.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a little grill. So yeah, it's just a cool little place to chill.
Do you do that like just solely exclusively on weekends or something like that? Is that something that like if I wanted to rent that out, could I schedule that?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. And is that on your website?
No, we don't really put that on there. That's just kind of something new that we've started doing.
All right.
We joined a website called Harvest Host, and we've been doing we get a lot of boondockers in here with their RVs and campers and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah,
and I can see why. It's a beautiful property.
Yeah, we're just trying, just different stuff.
Throw darts at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
We actually do play dart. We got a dart league here. In
Do
the
you
fall.
really?
That's what the 2 boards are for. Is I actually have a team that we sponsor.
No
so we
kidding.
do dart league on Tuesday nights in the fall and winter.
Dart league on Tuesday nights, live music on Wednesday nights.
And then the weekends are just private parties, whatever it is, graduation parties. We've been doing a lot of those.
So more or less, if I want to come here during the week, or if I want to come here with an unscheduled party, try for sometime during the week.
Well, yeah.
Like if I'm looking to come out and throw around the frisbee golf.
Yeah, through the week it's not a lot going on. Like during the day, we're slow.
Right.
I mean,
right now I'm off work, so I haven't gone back to work since that, and I'm working my way towards that. But right now I got a lot of free time.
Where are you working at?
Right now I'm not.
You're not. Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. So I came out here in September, got a job at Mac Molding. I worked there 2 weeks.
And that's when everything started.
The end of my second. It was literally the last day, the last hour of my second week. I was using a small handheld slap hammer, and it's a plastic molding factory, so it was putting a rubber bumper on the front of a bumper. So you got to run this little handheld like slap hammer, and it's like all the way up it, and you run it up there, and it's
Yeah.
like it's pretty quick. You know, it's one piece after another. Well,
Right.
something happened, and my hand cramped onto that tool, and it was such a severe cramp that the last thing I remember was reaching with my other hand to try to get it out of my hand,
Yep.
and the next thing I remember was being loaded into the ambulance.
My goodness.
Apparently I went down,
How
and
old are you?
I'm 51.
Wow, I just turned 51 today.
No kidding. Well, hey, happy birthday, man.
Thanks, man.
No doubt. I was born on Christmas, so I obviously am 51 and a half-ish.
Yeah, my son was born the day after.
Really?
Yeah,
Small world.
it is.
But yeah, I mean,
The smaller the older you get.
yeah, that's a fact.
But it does.
That's a fact. I mean, when I went down one night, that I bit my tongue halfway in half, and so I'm on the ground having a seizure, and only because of the fast action of the people I work with did I even survive that. I would have drowned in my own blood.
Golly.
Yeah, I bit my tongue nearly in half long ways.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. It was, and then like I said, then I ended up with the heart thing. It's just been a rough gig, but.
You had a tough
But
go of it, it sounds
hey,
like.
you know what though? I'm still on the right side of the dirt.
Yeah.
So there must be a plan for me somewhere. I figure,
I would
and
say
so
so. It's hard to believe some of the stuff that people can come back from it. I mean, it has to be divine intervention.
that surgery, my doctor told me. He said that surgery that I had. He said number one, your case was one of the worst I've ever seen in my life. He said, and number two, less than 10% of people survive
Yeah.
that surgery. And he said of those, most are brain damage.
Well,
So I mean,
it definitely sounds like another opportunity to do something.
dude, I moved down here just a couple months before that happened. Had I not moved down here, who knows who would have worked on me, because that was coming.
Yeah. Where did you end up going? Did you go to Duke or?
So I went to Iredell Memorial, and they sent me home. They said everything was fine. I ended up going back. They ended up lifting me to Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
And that hospital out there is chaotic, but it's phenomenal.
Oh, Baptist is.
Yeah, Winston-Salem Baptist,
Yeah,
yep.
it's good. My mom's had a rough go. She's had one heart attack, 2 strokes in the last 3 years.
No kidding.
But luckily the strokes were mild.
Right.
But just they were severe enough to where it messed with her motor skills a little bit. But she's starting to get her speech back, and so man, that's just part of life. But yeah, man, you sound like you've been through it.
Hey, you know what though? Like I said, God must have a plan for me because I'm still here.
Yeah.
So I ain't complaining.
Well, yeah, that's. I mean, I don't.
I tell you,
I had a buddy that had he had a really close call. He had probably one of the worst car accidents that I've ever seen. And he actually flipped his car going to Asheville, and his arm got stuck outside the roof when it flipped, and it drug and it pulled him through the car, through the roof, because after when he slid on his arm, and it took all the skin off his arm, and then when the car stopped, it flipped over. He flew out of the sunroof, and I don't know how many bones he ended up breaking.
my goodness.
But anyway, he was a wild. I mean, we raised a lot of hell together when we were young, and I got married, had kids, settled down like a lot of us did. But he kept going. He never straightened up. So he had that wreck, and everybody thought that this was going to be his, like come to Jesus moment or whatever, to where it's like, hey, maybe I need to slow down.
Mhm.
Look at what I'm doing. And then he was one of those that went the other way. He got wilder.
Really?
Yeah, and then he just got, and that's just like most people that have, experiences like yourself or, near-death stuff. Usually, most people come back and they've got a new sense of purpose, and they want to have, because
It changes you.
well, you realize your mortality.
Yeah.
And you want to make
Because I thought I was healthy.
yeah.
I thought I was healthy, and then just like this, boom, you're not
Oh,
healthy. Just like that,
Yeah.
I tell you, I mean, there's a lot more to that story too. Like, I ended up having 2 surgeries, as I said. The first one was January 31st. The second one was February 12th.
Yeah.
In between that time, I have no memory of anything real. However, I had horrible hallucinations. Watched my son drive his truck into a wall and kill himself. My son is autistic, doesn't even drive.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. Watched my best friend shoot himself. Watched my dad die. Watched my ex-wife die. I mean, all sorts of crazy shit that didn't happen.
Yeah, the brain is.
But I don't have any memory of anything that was real during that time. But then what it was, I had fluid building up around my heart and lungs. They opened me up, they drained that away, and when they drained that away, when they woke me back up, it was like somebody turned a light switch on. Boom, I was back.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the brain and like being dehydrated or like when you, I mean, I've had lots of friends that their oxygen level dropped to 50 something when the COVID was real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just like the stories you hear, that's very familiar to people, especially if their brain's not getting enough carbohydrates.
Yeah, whatever it was, man, I was not doing well, and
that's crazy.
I lost about 2 weeks, a solid 2 weeks. I have no memory of anything that was real, but I can still remember all of that stuff that didn't happen as if it was real. It's hard to describe even.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, how vivid they were. I mean, it's.
It was crazy. To me, it was real.
Right.
You know.
Sometimes dreams are.
Yeah.
I mean, they seem real.
I've watched a lot of stuff since then, and I've, like you said, had that coming to Jesus moment, and I was never a real religious person.
Yeah.
That experience and how I've looked into it and how I've interpreted it is that was God saying, hey, this is what hell's going to look like for you. You want to go there? Keep it up.
Yeah, I mean.
And so that was it for me. I'm
just less than the motor you said.
Yeah, it's perfect, man. That's perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I finished up that round of disc golf. I thought, I'm just going to check it out. If they got food in there, I said, I'm gonna sit down and have them.
Yeah, we don't have a super big menu, but we got enough
but
people ain't gonna starve.
Well, yeah, no, exactly. And I mean, like this for me, I just came out here to throw around a frisbee golf, and like this is a super bonus, Like you can't ask for no more than this.
Well, a lot of the local disc golfers, they won't.
Kind sir.
Yes, sir. They don't come out. We really tried to make the disc golf like a super big deal around here.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my locals just didn't like it that I charged.
Understandable. Yep.
And I get it. I mean, they're used to playing it for free. Disc golf as a sport kind of shot itself in the foot when they did that.
They did.
And I mean, it was a great way to introduce the sport to Parks and Recs.
Right.
The government. I mean, I get that, but really, that was a way for Harold Duvall, the guy that, I don't know if that's the right guy or not, but anyway, the guy that started disc golf. That's a great way to sell a lot of product.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same guy that invented the Whammo Frisbee.
Right.
So if he's trying to sell in a lot of products, it's a great activity in your local parks. The problem is, it turned into a sport now.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to block off parks, which is kind of ironic because the parks should be for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So when the private disc golf courses started opening up, your disc golfers were like, well, why should we have to pay? And I'm like, well, look, I mean, if y'all want to come out and mow the grass and do everything yourselves, I'll be glad to let y'all do that. Y'all come here, take care of this course, nobody pays. But you just buy your food and your beer and you're fine. And they didn't like the fact that I was making money on it, so my cousin was one of the founding members of the disc golf club here in '96. And so I just told him, I said, it's not worth us putting all this time and energy and y'all don't support us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not like we need. It wasn't that they didn't support us, but they didn't spend enough money.
Right.
And it was a lot of, and you would see stuff like, they would talk about that. They'd talk about how making money, but they would go up to Boone. There's a like a store up there that sells beer from all over the world. And I mean, there's 6-packs that are about $30-$40 for a 6-pack, like Russian beer and beer from Europe. And so they would bring that in their pack here, and then they couldn't pay $7 to play around in disc golf. And I just got tired of that mentality. I really did.
Understandable.
And 20% of the guys were good.
Mm-hmm.
They were fine, but it's just they're going to go where all the players are, and I get that. So we just decided, hey, we're going to pull these out of the back. We're going to leave these 6 here, and we'll play glow golf. It'll be more of a introduction for a lot of people, and it'll just be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be, and the foot golf mixes in well. Like I said, it's a good thing to do when I have corporate outings because it's good, like team building stuff. So it's still a benefit, but just not the way we originally started.
I'll tell you what, personally, I've always wondered how disc golf courses can survive without some kind of funding.
They
like,
can.
yeah.
And all your best disc golf courses, are funded by the municipalities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't, like we put a bunch. I mean, we got about 14 acres of total grass to mow. You know, we built all the pads.
Yep.
You know, we did have some people that come over here and help us keep the woods trimmed up.
Do you mind if can I grab one more beer from you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, sir. I'll tell you though, based on what you're telling me, I would have no problem coming out here paying $15 for a round of golf.
Well, most people with common sense, it makes sense. But there's just a group here, you know, and so I was doing memberships. Heck, I even did memberships for $7 a month. Ran a special, $7 a month, reoccurring payment. You had to sign up like that because I wanted to create enough income to pay for like the gas. I mean, we wasn't really making any money. It was either $7 every time you play or $7 one time a month, and you play all you want. So I was just trying to create enough money to pay for the gas and the labor on that. And we got up to where we had probably about 150 members. So we were bringing in $1,100-$1,200 a month on membership fees, which was good, what we wanted. We wanted to pay for all the gas and anything to do with keeping the course maintained. Right. Especially in the wintertime when we weren't getting a lot of play. So that kind of helped fund things that we needed to do. But they got all over us about it. And I got tired of fighting with them. I said, you know, I've owned 2 businesses, and I was like, what we did, where we were priced was more than fair. You know, we've got a safe environment out here for you guys to drink and smoke your weed. And
I mean,
this you can't do this at a city park.
No, this is a great little place.
They just gave up on it. So after the lack of support, I said to heck with it. They were wanting me to do all this other stuff, and you know, and I actually met them in the middle, and I said, look, if you guys will support me, you know, I'll put up $2,000 for the PDGA A-tier event that you're trying to have, and we'll use my course. We'll use the first course, which is Glen Hilton Park, and then we'll use Jacobs Fork, which is about 4 miles up 321.
Right.
And that'll be 3, and we can bring an A-tier in here, and we can get a lot of the top pros, and it'll be a big event. It'll last all week, promote the city. And I said, if you guys will agree to support me, you know, by signing up, you know, being members and, you know, running your doubles over here or alternating or whatever with other courses. So just, you know, give me some activity. Come buy food, come buy beer, support me, and I'll give back.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've already given a lot. I've already supported y'all's local tournament that you have every year on Labor Day.
Yep.
I said, all I'm asking for is a commitment from you guys. They didn't want to do it, so I just said, heck, I mean, if I can't get the locals to support me enough just to keep this place maintaining itself, if I can't do that, then I was like, so
I'm gonna look for your website when I get home. Just look for the stump.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look for it when I get home, and I'll see if I can find it. I'll watch for it. If you ever end up putting up something like that where you're looking for a membership, if I could come out here and throw around, that'd be something I'd be interested in signing up for.
Well, we're thinking about doing a couple things. I mean, we're thinking about getting a brown bagging license because we have the older crowd out here, like on our music nights, and we've got a crowd that's probably 45 and up. And
I'd fit right into that.
Yeah, you would. And so we're thinking about doing lockers, letting people bring their liquor and leave it in their lockers, and you know, if they want cigars, you know, whatever. We're thinking about doing that. We're thinking about having a couple different levels of, you know, memberships. And if you do the full membership, then you can basically, you've got a certain amount of days. If you want to have a function for your work or whatever, you don't pay any rent for that since you're a member. Right. You just have to reserve the day with me.
No kidding.
So yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of stuff like that. So if you got a kid that wants a birthday party, if you want to do it in the middle of the week, don't cost you anything. But even if you did pick one like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's still discounted to the member. Right. So the member gets it for half price versus full price on the street.
I'll definitely look it up.
Yes.
You'll probably see my face in here again.
Well, yeah, I got a couple guys. There was a guy here that he just moved here, and he comes out He buys, usually gets a disc every time he comes out, and he'll sit down, have a few beers, and go play 2 or 3 loops.
I might actually have a look at your discs and see.
Yeah, I mean, I've got most of that stuff is last season. Then I got some used stuff.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, discs are relatively cheap. There's all my stuff is pretty old. I've got about half a dozen discs, something like that, in a bag out there.
Yeah.
I left everything in my truck, obviously, but
yeah. So we're trying to do it. I've got dealers. I've got dealer contract or resellers agreements with 11 manufacturers. So I'm actually going to start stocking some more discs and just really probably pushing the low on the weekends, especially during the summer. Glow would be fun, especially on these open holes.
So I don't really know of any disc golf pro shops like really in the area. I'm sure there's some around.
They're not. They can't make it here.
I was gonna say I've
not
looked.
A big enough market.
I've looked around. I haven't found anything. So when I saw that this place had a disc golf, or had a pro shop, it was one of the reasons why. Cause I looked up like top 10 best near Conover for disc golf, and this one was the first one that came up on the list. And I saw it had a pro shop, and I'm like, well, that's enough of a reason for me to at least check it out, see what's up. I'm glad that I did now, especially now that I know that it's like a kind of more of a personal thing. Like,
it's just a chill little spot to come, man. Sometimes
that's a lot more
people
fun.
will come and they'll bring a cooler and they'll make a day.
Right.
It's kind of like a private park almost. People come
Right.
out, they can sit on the back deck. Usually on the weekends, I'll have my PA systems out there. I'll be playing a little bit of music.
I'm gonna have to come check this place out one weekend.
It's really turned into something that I didn't know that it would, and it's good because my family, my aunt that lives up there, my great aunt, she likes seeing the people out walking around and stuff, so that's good for her.
Right.
And I'm just glad that we've been able to do something with it.
Most excellent.
And it's the reason I started doing it is because I got 3 kids.
Right.
And anytime you take 3 kids to do anything anywhere, you're dropping $100.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
At least.
At minimum.
At least.
And that's being generous.
Yeah.
And that'll only increase as they get older too.
Yeah. So I want to do something for families.
Yeah.
They can come out. A family of 4 can come out here. If you've got your own soccer ball, it's $40. You can play all day for that. If they want to bring their own food, they can. If they want to buy food here, they can. They're still going to come in under $100. So that was the reason I kind of did it, was because, me especially, I struggled. When my kids were first born, I was struggling in my business, and I didn't make enough money, so I actually raised my oldest daughter. I mean, she worked with me. I kept her at the house while I made calls on the phone. I just worked the phones for 2 years.
Right.
And then once they got old enough to go to daycare, they did. But, it was just... Back in my younger days, I was just like, man, it costs a lot for a family to do anything.
It does.
And so this place was sentimental to me. I came out here till I was about 10 years old is when my family sold it. And I remember me and my mom and dad used to picnic up underneath the tree up there behind my aunt's house. And I just remember stuff like that. And I was like, so that's kind of what I offer up to people here.
Absolutely.
Come in.
Dude, I think this is great. I think this is great.
Yeah.
Like it's a really cool, unique little place. I think this is really neat.
Yes, we're trying to pick up on the entertainment. Maybe we're thinking about expanding to maybe another night.
Yeah.
Through the week.
What? Just out of curiosity, what kind of bands you bring up in here?
It's basically a mix. We got a house band.
Okay.
But a lot of these guys are mid-50s, early 60s.
What are we doing? Like classic rock? You doing country? What are you doing?
Well, all that.
Yeah.
Blues. And the way it's called a jam night. Is what we call it.
Yeah.
So we got the core band sets up every week, and then a lot of these guys used to play in bands in the 80s.
Yeah.
Some of them the 70s. And
they
played with rock bands, big regional bands. We've had guys that have played with Stryper, played with Molly Hatchet, Driving and Crying.
This is right up my alley.
So
really cool.
So what my point is, these guys still keep in touch with all these old bands that they traveled with. So a lot of these guys are still touring. So anytime they're in this area, they'll stop in and they'll play. So we've had some major guys in here.
Huh.
Just come in and play.
And
they don't charge us nothing or anything. They just drop in.
and this is Wednesday
Play
nights.
3 or 4 songs. Like the guy that did, you familiar with the show Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Well, the guy that wrote season 5, the music for season 5, his name's Tim Hall, and his band's called Buffalo Country, and they're like a rockin' country kind of.
That's again,
but it's good.
that's right up my alley.
He stops singing about 2 times a year, and he'll come in here and he'll play 8 or 10 songs.
Really?
Yeah. But he wrote the soundtrack for season 5.
That's really awesome.
He wrote the music and he sang most of it.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a talented human.
Well, he was a local guy here, and was always really good. And he just never got a big break. Well, what happened was Yellowstone put out a contest. They wanted somebody to write the intro song to the show, and he won because they liked the words. So he won just based on the lyrics.
Really?
And then they said, well, we need somebody to sing it. He had no intention of ever singing it. He thought some big country artist would sing it or something.
Right.
Well, Kevin Costner called him personally and said, we want you to send it in. He's like, I don't think you want me to sing it. He says, no, we want you to sing it, and then we'll decide if we want that version or not. Well, he sang it, and they loved it, and he's the guy singing it on Yellowstone. And
no kidding.
And he wrote after that, he ended up writing basically the whole soundtrack for the season.
That's an incredible story.
And now he's wrote about 60 songs that have been picked up in Nashville. So he's got 2 houses, and they're both the same. He's got one here, he's got one in Nashville. And
no
they're
kidding.
identical, same damn house.
Really?
Because the last time he was here, he was showing me pictures of them.
Uh-huh.
He said, this is my house here, this is my house in Tennessee, and they're log cabins, and they're both identical.
Just identical.
Same house.
I mean, that's actually smart, because then at least you ain't gonna get lost in your own house.
Yeah, so no, but yeah, he's just. I mean, we had a guy that played. He lives in Statesville now. His name's Rocky Lynn, but he played with Stryper. He played with. God, there's another big band in the '80s. Wasp. Well, no, it wasn't Wasp. It was somebody else. But it was that era.
Yeah,
I lived in California for 25
grew up on
years.
'80s music. I mean, that's quite literally like. Again, I'm 51, as you know.
So that's what we do.
Yeah.
So we get Southern rock, blues, country. We got Elvis. We got a couple black dudes that come in here and do Jimi Hendrix for us, and it's fucking amazing.
I
mean, they're young kids. One guy comes in, big tall black kid, man. He plays bass. Him and another guy come in. Him and his best friend, they both play bass, and they got like bass wars. So sometimes we'll be sitting here like when they're between sets. Those 2 guys will come in, and they'll just get up there and they'll just go. I mean, they just go off.
Hell
it's like
yeah.
a Primus concert, but
that's awesome.
We do that. We get a good mix. You never know what you're going to get. Some weeks are kind of crappy because some of the musicians are gone, and you never know. But when it flows right, man. Like last week, we probably had 85 people here.
Really, 85 people.
Last Wednesday. So what we do, we keep these doors open, and people can sit out back on the deck. They can sit out front. You still hear the music.
So what around about what time does that all go down?
8 to 11.
8 to 11
every Wednesday.
8 to 11 every Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out one of these weekends.
You can. We do it every week.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, let me square up with you. What do I owe you?
Let's see. Cheeseburger,
2 beers.
2 beers. Be
Yes,
16.
Sir. There you go.
Hey, Dad said that there's no more beer.
No more what?
No more nickel boxes.
Is there not any in the keg box?
There's no.
Interesting place I found here. It's an interesting place I found. Look what happens when you go adventuring.
I know. So, no, you can come check.
It should be in the left-hand side.
It's not.
Wow, man, y'all put us out of business. Put us out.
It's pretty empty here. But I can take the Hershey's, you know.
Do what?
I'll take the Hershey's bar in there.
Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been saving. I keep forgetting to eat it.
Thank you, kind sir.
Sign in that little gap right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's some back there. I thought there was some left.
There's a whole case right here.
We'll just charge y'all for a case.
Huh?
We'll just charge y'all for a case.
Guess you're gonna have to put it in there. Stack it up.
There you go, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that.
You got it.
Appreciate the couple beers. Listen, I appreciate you sticking around for longer than you wanted to on your birthday, too.
Well,
Hey,
somebody would have cooked it for you. I mean, Durr and Julie's out there. My dad's out there messing around. Somebody taking care of you for sure. What's your name?
My name is Nate.
Nate.
Nice
Toby.
to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet
What'd you say? What'd your name was?
Toby.
Kobe?
Toby.
Toby.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, it was very nice to meet you. I appreciate it, man. That was it's a heck of an interesting little place. I'm gonna check you out on Facebook when I get home, and you'll almost certainly see me again.
Well, that's good, man. I hope so.
Absolutely. And you have, oh, you know what? I just wanted to look at your discs real quick, just out of curiosity.
Oh, I forgot about that. I wouldn't have ran your card.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I mean, I'll be back again. I kind of got what I need right now, but I just wanted to look and see what you got.
All right.
It's a interesting little place you got here, man.
Yeah, man, we got a little bit of everything. My dad, I mean, we sell like fit scrap. My dad's got a bunch of stuff like plates and bowls and cups and interesting stuff. His ex-girlfriend used to buy and sell on eBay, so we got all kinds of little stuff on this other shelf over here that a lot of women that come here on Wednesday night buy a lot of that stuff.
The old night flyer. I like it, man. It's cool.
Yeah. Those things line up.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know where my dad's at. He might be outside, I guess. Is Dad outside with you?
He's outside, he's painting.
Hey, up in the back deck?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I get 2 free beers for stock
What?
for Dad.
3 beers?
Yeah.
You already get a discount?
I got a damn job, Joe.
Yeah, you do. You ain't gotta lie to me. I know what you do.
I learned a long time ago, don't buy dark color or camouflaged discs
No.
because you will just lose them. You're better served, like pink might not be your favorite color, but you can find it. It's actually a couple of my best discs are just bright. I'll have to keep in mind that you have all these discs in here. Next time I come in before you run the card, I'll buy food and probably grab a disc as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll be ordering some more.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna restock my Innova. I'm gonna restock Discraft. We're gonna focus on this little 6-hole layout. I'm gonna have 3 different tee boxes for each hole. So
I like
doing
it.
disc golf, you'll be throwing from a completely different spot.
Yep.
Just gotta try to get the flow right, so you're not walking too far out.
Well, so my only confusion, the first hole, like where to start, I was a little bit confused now.
Pads,
Yep, I saw the pad. It's the one with the rope here.
Yep.
I figured it out, and it's you're throwing up the hill.
Yep.
I figured that out after I walked up the hill. Like I said, I wasn't going to walk back down.
Back
But then when I think I got around to like hole 5 and I think it was hole 4, and then getting through instead of walking like right there behind the hole, because it's right after you come through that entryway.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you basically just turn left and cut right up there.
the hill.
I didn't see that, so I went all the way around the parking lot, and then I came back around and I found it, and then I saw from the backside.
A good thing to download on your phone is called a UDisc app.
Mm-hmm.
And if you download that, anywhere you are in the world, you can pull that app up and it'll show you all the disc golf parks.
Really?
Yeah, like I can show you right here. You go, like it's that little app there, pops up. We've encountered a backup. Anyway, you'll go to courses, and it loads all your courses there. So like this is where we are.
Yep.
But let's just scan out North Carolina. That's how many courses you got.
Wow.
So you can scroll the one you want. Like if you want to go to that one, that's further down the road. Disc golf schedule before playing, gives you all the instructions on what to do.
You said it's called UDisc.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that.
Let's see here. I mean, they got them all over the place, man. From South
Yeah, I
Carolina,
see that.
Greenville. I mean, they're everywhere.
I see that. That's nuts.
I mean, it's the most crazy thing I've ever seen. But it's, you know, and then Charlotte. If you just want to go to Charlotte, look at all those right there in Charlotte.
So when I was looking up, like in the nation, Charlotte's actually pretty high rated.
Well,
as
it's
far
probably
as
the
disc golf.
biggest spot in the world. If it's not the biggest, it's in the top 3.
It was listed as number 3.
Yeah. So a lot of people, well, they have the largest disc golf tournament in the world there.
Really?
Yeah. It's called the United States Disc Golf Championships. I've actually got a little thing right here.
No kidding.
But they have that at Winthrop University in Rock Hill, which is right outside of Charlotte.
No kidding.
It's the biggest disc golf tournament in the world. It's right there on the college campus. And I actually went down there a couple years ago, and it's amazing what they do, what those guys can do with a disc.
Yeah, no, some of the videos I watch, like I can't. I mean,
you got to see it in person.
Yeah, you do. Like I was starting to get pretty decent before all my heart shit happened, and now I'm struggling to throw again. But it's all good though. I enjoy it, you know, and I love watching some of these videos. Some of these guys throw these shots, and it's like. It's when you're looking at it like the hole's way down yonder, and they're like, "There's no way," and then they let it go, and they hit the damn thing. It's like, how do you even do that? I don't even know. It's amazing, but it's fun to watch though.
Oh, it's good. If you ever, I mean, if you really love the game and you want to do it, I encourage you to go to Rock Hill and watch that tournament. They got actually this fall. It's usually like the first or second weekend in October. Mm-hmm. You can go down there and get tickets, and man, you need to check it out because it'll change your perspective on the sport.
Yep.
Man, and watching those guys do it versus local guys.
And I'm a little bit different too, because I struggle to throw. To me, this is a backhand because like if you think of it like if you're throwing a baseball. If you throw a baseball like that, it's a backhand. So 90% of my throws are forehand.
Yeah.
And honestly, like when I see a person do that really well. Oh, it's just there's something about it. It's just fun.
Well, it's more of a natural movement.
It is. I agree.
Throwing, and you can get quicker speed. Your twitch muscles are faster that way.
But agreed. Especially if you're a bigger fella.
Yeah, the backhand takes a little bit of time to learn, but there's a lot of good drills.
There sure are. I used to throw with a guy that was just super good at it. Just super. His body rotation was supreme though. Like I'm not that flexible. Now, mind you. I'm a lot thinner now than I was. I was 227 pounds before I went into the hospital. Yeah. Now I'm 180, 185. Yeah. I lost a small child, but in a big hurry. But hey, listen, I'll let you get to your birthday, man. It was very nice meeting you. Yeah, you have a great day.
You too.
That was not what I expected at all. So with that, we're going to end this stream right there. Yep. Hey, no problem, Vern. I'll be home here. This place is only about 30 minutes away from home, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. That was interesting right from the start. You got to hear a lot of the conversation there, and that was not what I expected at all. I mean, who knew that my adventure today would turn out like this? I would not have bet on that at all. And now I don't need those. Now I don't need those Pop-Tarts for the way home. I will take that water though. Hopefully it's still coldish. Oh. That was really something. Okay, hold. I gotta turn this off. Okay. Hey, to anybody who has watched, is watching, or watches later, as always, thank you. Come check me again. I will be back live here in a few hours. I'll be at home, and I'm sure I'll do some wowing or something crazy. With that said, peace.